Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Yoga with Nick G. I'm your host, Nick G. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Helps me out. I really appreciate it if you do. Thanks for tuning in to my free class. If you want to donate to the cause, my Venmo is in the description down below. Much appreciated if you do that. Today is April 7th, week 4 of quarantine lockdown. I set the intention last week of making some phone calls, and when I put those good vibes out there, I ended up receiving a bunch of phone calls myself. So I appreciate all these phone calls this past week. It's been wonderful. Who's else starting to get a little stir crazy, right? Starting to get rough. I'm 36 years old, and I went out and bought a skateboard yesterday so I could pick up this old hobby of mine with my son and practice a little bit with each other. But I'm going to circle back around to an intention. I asked you a few weeks ago to find some alone time for yourself, and I have not done that. We have a 6-year-old and soon to be 5-year-old, and it's very hard to leave each other. But I'm going to set the intention this class that I'm going to get out and get some alone time. So this Friday, I'll have a fishing story for you. But please try to do that for yourself. We need to get a little bit of alone time from each other so we can appreciate each other's values, what we bring to the table. We don't see that as much being together all the time. And we need to remember, why we love each other, why we do everything for each other, right? So let's get our head in the right spot and let's do some yoga. Let's go ahead and start on our backs. And we'll start tuning in with our breath. If you have a block, grab a block, set it to the side. And let's slowly start to settle in. Nice deep inhales. Maybe you want to take the arms above your head, reach for the wall behind you. Point your toes towards the wall in front of you. Full body stretched, spine's lifted. And then on an exhale, slowly release your spine onto the floor. Tucking your chin in towards your chest, keeping the head on the mat. On your next inhale, let's bring our knees up towards our chest. You can wrap your elbows around your knees, grab it onto fingertips or wrists. And you can throw in a slight side-to-side sway here. Just warming up the spine, nice and easy. You can also bring the knees together and do some circles, massaging the hips against the mat. Doing a couple circles to the right, a couple circles to the left. A few more big breaths here. Then coming back to the middle, on an exhale, we'll lower our arms out to a T, keeping the knees above our chest. We're going to move with breath. Take a nice big inhale, and then on the exhale, lower your knees to the right, 2 inches above the floor. And then on an inhale, slowly bring them back up. And then exhale, knees to the left, 2 inches above the floor. Oof. Going back and forth here. Nice and easy, warming up the spine. You press your palms and forearms into the mat to assist. Let's do one more each way. Then with your knees back above your chest, on an exhale, let's release our left leg straight out in front of us. Interlace our fingers 2 inches below our right knee or on the inside of the thigh. Let that knee come out to the right just to avoid the rib cage. Then bring it back above the chest. Chin's tucked into the chest. Left toes curl back towards the left knee. Try and get that left leg flat and active. Take a nice big inhale. Fill up your belly. And then on the exhale, empty out the stomach. Squeeze your right knee in towards your right armpit. Each breath, just gently squeeze the knee in a little bit closer. Let's take a few more big breaths here. You could also press your right hip up towards the ceiling, getting a little bit of a sandwich effect in the hip. A few more breaths. Take one more big inhale here. Then on the exhale, release the right hand with the left hand. Guide that knee over to the left, stacking the right hip on top of your left. Open your right arm out to the side. Take your gaze to the right. Connecting with your breath. Here you can visualize your spine, almost like a kitchen towel. You're slowly wringing it out. Each exhale, you slowly slip into this twist. Taking one more big inhale here. And on the exhale, it slowly unwind. Maybe squeeze that knee in one more time. And then use the exhale to gently release the right leg out in front of you. Then your next inhale is bring the left knee up towards our chest. Interlace the fingers below the knee or on the inside of the thigh. Knee comes out to the left and then back above the chest. Connect with the breath, nice deep inhales. And then exhale, squeeze the left knee towards the left shoulder. Right toes are curled back towards the right knee. Chin's tucked into the chest. Shoulder blades, sit bones on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Maybe pressing that left hip up towards the sky, getting a deeper stretch in the hip. Taking one more big inhale here. Now on the exhale, release the left hand with the right hand. Guide your knee over to the right, stacking your left hip on top of your right. Open your left arm out, take your gaze to the left. Here, if you want to start working on your Ujjayi breath, that's inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose through a constricted throat. It should sound like ocean waves receding and crashing. Just take one more big inhale here. And use that exhale to gently unwind. Release the left leg straight out in front of you. On an inhale, reach the arms behind you. Reach it for the wall. Point your toes towards the wall in front of you. Big early morning stretch. Using an exhale, you can release the spine towards the floor. Then on an inhale, we'll bring the knees back up towards our chest. You can grab onto your knees or wrap your elbows. And we'll rock and roll on our spine like we're doing a sit-up. If you like to move your way into a seated position, just rolling onto your side, feel free. This is another great way to warm up the spine. And then we'll make our way into a seated position. Sitting up now. Bring your hands to your knees, palms facing up for some receiving, or palms facing down for some grounding. You can gently close your eyes. We can start warming up the neck. Taking your chin towards your left shoulder, and then chin towards your right shoulder. Just go back and forth. Always remember, yoga can be difficult, but it shouldn't hurt. So if it does at any time, just back off from the pose or make your way into a child's pose. We're doing the 10-minute warm-up video I have on my page. I've asked you guys to add this into your daily routine to prepare yourself for these two classes. You can start moving your head up and down, chin to chest, back of the head at the top of the shoulders. So maybe adding that to your intentions, trying to add that into your daily routine, keeping the body moving. The next time your chin is at your chest, you can go ahead and leave it there. And then let's do some neck rotations. So just, doing some neck circles, nice and easy. The way I like to do it is I take my chin towards my right shoulder and swing my chin across the sky, down to my left shoulder and to my chest. Just doing whatever you like to do. Just do to the right, to the left, keeping ourselves even. Making your way back to the middle, maybe just rotating the head. Nice and easy. You can interlace the fingers, bring the palms behind the neck. Let the forearms slowly release, bringing some tension into the upper neck, top of the spine. I guess that'd be the lower neck. A few more breaths. Exhale, you can gently release, coming back to the middle. Maybe roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Then on an inhale, we'll take our arms up towards the sky, reaching for the ceiling. On an exhale, we'll twist to our right. Left hand comes on our knee, right hand behind us. Inhale to broaden the chest, keeping the spine straight. Exhale to twist. Make sure you're not leaning back onto that right palm. You're sitting up nice and tall. Take one more big inhale here. And use the exhale to gently unwind. Going back to the middle. On an inhale, we'll take the arms back up. And then exhale, twist to our left. Right hand on top of our knee, left hand behind us. Inhale to broaden. Exhale to twist. Take one more big inhale here. And then exhale, gently unwind. Then we'll inhale our arms back up. Engage the core. Exhale, forward fold. Here, maybe you want to press the palms into the mat, spread the fingers nice and wide, engage the shoulders, let the head hang heavy. Or you can relax your forearms and palms to the mat, let the head and neck hang heavy. We're going to do this twice, so maybe change it up each time. You can add in a little side-to-side sway, getting the hips more warmed up. And using an inhale, let's slowly roll ourselves up, bringing our head up last. Spine straight. And then let's switch. Switch out the legs. Back to front, front to back. We'll do the same thing. Inhale the arms up. Engage the core. Exhale, forward fold. Focusing on your Ujjayi breath. Nice deep inhales through the nose. Exhaling out the nose through a constricted throat. Few more big breaths here. Then on an inhale, let's slowly rise ourselves back up. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Maybe smile. Let's bring our legs out to the side, or you can roll over your knees, and we'll make our way into a tabletop. So it's palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. First, we'll start with the wrists. So you can take the fingers in towards each other, circle the palms with your shoulders. Once again, however many you go to the right, make sure you go to the left. The other option I have is fingers facing back towards the front of your mat. Turn them outward, inside of the elbow towards the front of your mat. And then here you can bend the elbows, most of the weight's in my knees. Just bring some nice stretching into the wrists, especially since a lot of us are on our computers right now. And the other option I have for you is the top of the hand to the mat, all 5 fingers pressing down, including the pinkies and the thumbs, and then gently lean back. A few more big breaths. Makes me think of this old memory. I was going to joke and say, because we're all using our thumbs on our phones. At Westmont baseball camp, where my wife went to college at Westmont, I used to go to baseball camp as a kid. We would do this thumb exercise where it is called milking the cow. So maybe you want to stretch out your thumbs a little bit. But anyways, let's curl our toes, sit back on our heels, and you can stretch out your toes going side to side. Make sure to get your pinky toe. And then after the toes, you can come down to your knees, uncurl your toes, sit back on your heels. Bring your hands behind you, fingers facing towards your feet. Maybe staying right here, or nice and easy, you can lift up the knees. Maybe even engage the top of the feet, press them into the mat. Deep stretch in the ankles. You can always sway. Always find your stretch, Move your body around till you figure out where your stretch is out. And then nice and easy, let's make our way back to a tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Now let's do the shoulders. On an inhale, let's take our gaze towards our right thumb. Inhale the right hand up towards the sky. And then on an exhale, guide the right hand underneath the left. Come down the right side of the shoulder, right side of the head, right palm is facing up. You can keep the left hand where it's at, or maybe walk it to the top left corner. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on the exhale, you're pressing the right shoulder, left palm into the mat. If it's in your practice, on an inhale, you take your left hand up and over, grabbing onto your right thigh. You're pressing the shoulder into the mat, opening chest and heart, and gaze up towards the ceiling. A few more big breaths here. You may see Lauren do different variations in the background. Always feel free to do your own variations here. I'm just the guide, you're the captain. Take one more big inhale. And then on the exhale, slowly bring that left hand wherever it's at, back underneath the left shoulder. Press it into the mat. On an inhale, let's unthread that right arm up towards the sky, a little wave, and then exhale, palm back to the mat. Taking your gaze towards your left thumb. On an inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, guide it underneath the right, come down the left side of the shoulder, left side of the head, left palm facing up. Same thing, right palm stays where it's at, or walk to the top right corner. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, press the left shoulder, right hand into the mat. If it's in the practice, inhale your right arm up and over. Put your hand in between the crease of your thigh and hip, or maybe just grabbing onto a pocket. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, press the shoulder into the mat. Open your chest and heart up towards the sky. A few more big breaths here. Take one more big inhale. And use that exhale to gently unwind. You can bring that right hand back underneath the right palm, shoulder, excuse me. Press it into the mat. Inhale, the left arm up. And then exhale to release. Beautiful. Arms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's do some cat-cows. Inhale, chest, stomach down, gaze forward. Exhale, curl the spine up towards the sky. Light pressure in the palms, gazing at the thighs. Move with your own breath here, back and forth. If you'd like to add in the hips, get the whole body swing, do that. You could also add in some wag the dog. That just means gazing over one shoulder, hips in the opposite direction. Maybe holding here for a few breaths. Then you can switch to the other side. A few more breaths wherever you're at. And let's make our way back into a tabletop. And then we're going to prepare ourselves for bird dog crunch. So left hand, open that palm nice and wide. Fingers spread nice and wide. That right knee, press it into the mat. Top of the right foot, press it into the mat. Inhale your right arm forward. Hold. Then inhale that left foot back. Left toes reaching back towards the wall behind you. Top of the right foot, pressing into the mat. That helps with the balance. Nice big inhale to reach. Exhale, right elbow, left knee. Inhale back up. Exhale, release. Inhale. You can move on your own. Let's do 5 on each side. There's one more here. And then an exhale, release the right palm, left knee. Okay, let's prepare ourselves for the other side. Right palm, flat, fingers spread nice and wide. Top of that left foot, pressing into the mat. Inhale, left arm up. Inhale, left foot or right foot back. Once again, keep saying inhale. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more here. Nice and easy. Bring that left palm down. Right knee. Let's open our knees up wide. Heels and toes touch behind us. Sit back onto your heels. Sit up nice and tall. Take a nice big inhale here. And then on the exhale, let's slowly walk ourselves forward, releasing our forehead to the mat. Extended child's pose. Now here you want to inhale the hands forward, reaching forward, and then exhale, slide your hips back onto your heels. This is technically the end of the warm-up series. So right here, if you're able to make it this far, perfect. And then from here on out, if you find yourself at all struggling, my goal I try to get people to do is just add on a minute each week if you can. A few more big breaths here. If you want to stay in child's pose the rest of the class, always feel free. This one's beautiful. You inhale the body forward, stretching the spine, and then exhale, pull the hips back towards the heels. Full body engagement. A few more big breaths. Then on an inhale, we'll make ourselves back up into a tabletop. Then we'll walk our hands forward, walk our feet back, making our way into a high plank. Palms are underneath the shoulders. Toes behind you, toes gripping the mat, heels pressing back, toes are pushing you forward. You got an arch in your shoulders. Breathe here. Warming up the body. Make sure your core is engaged. Let's walk the left hand to the middle. Let the heels fall to the left. Then we'll inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Breathing here. Maybe the right leg can lift if it's in your practice, or you want to walk the right foot up the left leg. Just don't let it rest on the knee. Pressing the hips up towards the sky. A few more big breaths. Take one more big inhale here. And then on the exhale, let's bring that right hand down. Coming back to our toes, back to a high plank. Take some breaths. Walk the right hand to the middle, heels fall to the right. Inhale the left arm up towards the sky. Hips up, left arm's reaching. Smiling, breathing. Will there be sun in Missoula today? That's the question. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, nice and easy. Bring that left palm down. Underneath the shoulders, coming back in that high plank. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, tuck the elbows into the body. Lower yourself all the way down. Setting ourselves up for low cobra. Zip up the legs, heels and toes are touching. Top of the feet pressing into the mat. Knees will lift. Palms under the shoulders. And then listen closely. On the inhale, lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Let's do one more. Inhale, chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Then on this next one, we'll hold. Inhale, lift up, shoulders back. Hold here. Light pressure in the palms, maybe even lift up the hands real quick. Engage in the lower back, top of the feet press in, knees lift. A few more breaths. Take one more big inhale here. And then exhale, gently release. Go ahead and press yourself back up into a tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Look back at your thighs. You shouldn't be able to see your calves or your feet. That's when you know you're at hip distance. Go ahead and curl the toes, pressing the palms firmly into the mat. Fingers spread nice and wide. On an inhale, lift the knees, chest towards your thighs, hips up towards the sky. On the exhale, slowly lower the heels. Let the head hang heavy, no tension in the neck. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Gazing your eyes at the thighs. And then here you go. Go ahead and pedal it out if you like. Bend the right knee, lift the right heel, left knee, left heel. Maybe taking your gaze under opposite shoulders when you do that. On the inhale, you come high on all 10 of your toes. And then an exhale, slowly lower the heels down. You bend your knees, press your chest toward your thighs. Plenty of options in downward dog. Feel free to do whatever you like. A few more big breaths here. You can do some lion's breath, do some face yoga. Moving your jaw around, squinting the eyes, cheeks. And let's take our gaze towards our thumbs. On an inhale, we'll step the feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Here, make 2 fists, put them between your feet. That's hip distance. Then go ahead and grab on opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Throw in a little side-to-side sway if you like. Engage those feet when you're doing the side-to-side. Press that left foot in, it pushes you to the right. Press the right foot in, pushes you to the left. Keeping a bend in the knees. Nice and easy here. Maybe you want to take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, hands up towards the sky. Just playing around here. You want to interlace the fingers, bring the palms behind the skull, wrap the forearms around the ears, hang even heavier. A few more big breaths. Maybe you want to do hands to feet pose. Bend your knees nice and deep. Take your palms, slide them underneath your feet. The toes touch the back of your wrists. Keep a nice deep bend. Let the chest come onto the thighs. And on an exhale, you're going to release the forehead towards the shins. And then with each inhale, the toes are gripping the back of the wrist. Slowly lift the hips. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Working on trying to straighten the knees. A few more breaths. And releasing the hands wherever they're at. Slight bend of your knees on your next inhale. Let's sweep the arms up towards the sky, reaching for the ceiling. Let's do a little side body stretches here. Here you can hook the thumbs. And on an exhale, lean to the right, hips to the left. Take a few breaths. And you can inhale back up, hook opposite thumbs, lean to the left, hips to the right. Come back up. Maybe do the other side one more time. Hook opposite thumbs. Come back up. Hook opposite thumbs. And then come back up. Let's stay here in the middle. And then we'll do a slight back bend. Plenty of arm variations. You keep your hands here. Interlace behind the neck. Palms behind the lower back. Whatever one works for you. Take a nice big inhale. Reach up for the sky if your arms are up. And then exhale. Slowly lean back. Keeping the heart and chest up. Slowly release the head back. And on an inhale, slowly come back up. Exhale, arms down by your side. Okay, try something new today. We're going to try a Hindu squat. So, bring your feet at hip distance. I have to watch along here. I'm still trying to learn this, but it's supposed to be pretty good. Feet are at hip distance, 2 fists between the feet. And you have your arms in front of you. What you do is take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, let all the air out. And then we're going to move in one movement here. So you inhale, arms back, down, heels lift, up. Exhale. So let's try to do this. Ready? Whoa. See, it's hard to do. So let's try it again. Keep going, moving with your own breath. Maybe try to do 10 of these today. There's plenty of videos on Hindu squats if I did not do justice. A few more here. One more. Arms down by the side. Rad. Maybe take a sip of water and then we'll get started here. Let's remember those intentions. Let's find some free time. Call a friend. Let's keep those positive vibes going. Okay, feet together, toes touching, slight gap between the heels. We'll do a few sun A's here to warm up. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, engage the core, forward fold. I'll go nice and slow through this first one. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to shin, spine straight. Here, go ahead and bring your hand to your back and see what it feels like to have a straight spine. I almost had to bring my hands to my knees because of my length, I'm guessing. Take one more big inhale here. And then exhale, plant the hands into the mat, step the feet back into a high plank, and we'll go through a vinyasa. So it's high, down to a low, which means release yourself to the floor. Untuck the toes, top of the feet, press in the mat, knees lift. Inhale to the low cobra we worked on. And then exhale, release, curl the toes, press back into a downward dog. For my downward dog, I've set my feet forward one whole footstep to come into my proper alignment. And then here you can take your breath to slow down your heart rate. Nice deep inhales. Nice long exhales. On those exhales, engage the palms into the mat. Press the chest towards the thighs. Taking our gaze towards our thumbs. On an inhale, we'll step the feet forward, coming straight into that halfway lift. Palms to shin, spine straight. Exhale, release. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way back up. Let's jump straight into the second one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to shin, spine straight. Exhale, palms to mat. Step the feet back. Vinyasa. High, down to low. Top of the feet press in. Inhale to a low cobra. Exhale, curl the toes. Press back, downward dog. Breathing here. Concentrating. Meditating. The weight's focused on the thumb and the index finger. So the biceps are curled in towards the ears while the triceps are curled outwards. A few more breaths. Knuckles are pressing into the mat so you're not slipping. Take your gaze towards your thumbs. On an inhale, step the feet forward. Coming straight to that halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way back up. This one you can move on your own. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to mat, feet back. Vinyasa, high to low. Inhale to a low cobra. Or an up dog if you're feeling ready. Up dog. Same thing. Top of the feet, press into the mat. Knees lift. Press the palms in the mat. Lift yourself off the floor. So your arms are straight. Hips are off the mat. Exhale. Roll over the feet. Coming back into a downward dog. Using your breath to find the heart and slow down the heart rate. Taking our gaze towards our thumbs. On our next inhale, we'll step the feet forward, coming straight to that halfway lift. Exhale, release. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, stay where you're at. Arms down by the side. Okay, if you have a block, you can go ahead and bring it to the front of your mat. We're going to do half moon at the end of this sequence. So sometimes a block is needed, sometimes it's not. Okay. Feet together, toes touching, slight gap in the heels. Inhale the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, sit the bum back into a chair. Arms up, trying to get your thighs parallel with the floor. The knees are behind the toes. Maybe lift up all 10 of your toes, fan them down, press them into the mat. Arms are up, biceps lined up with the ears. Breathe, inhale, engage the core. Exhale, sit into this pose. A few more big breaths here. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back. Go through your vinyasa. High, down to low. Little cobra or an up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing here. Okay, on an inhale, let's get that right foot up in the air. Right heel pressing back. Let's bend the right knee, stack the hips. Go ahead and warm up the hips. Do some circles with the knees. Couple of the front, couple of the back. Then coming back, take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, bring that right knee towards your nose. Step the foot between your hands. Here, you're pressing the back toes into the mat, heels lifted. On an inhale, you'll bring your arms forward. Once the biceps come to your ears, lift yourself up, high lunge. All right, breathing. Bring that left hip forward to meet the right. Right knee's lined up with the second toe. Trying to get this right thigh parallel. Okay. From here, we'll press off our back toes, coming into a warrior three. Take a nice big inhale. Press off those toes. Nice and easy, come down. Trying to get the chest parallel with the floor. Left leg is reaching back. You have your arms back. My right hip is no joke, so it takes a little bit to warm up. You can see Lauren with her arms. And then, if you have that block in front of you, you can grab onto your block, bring it underneath your right hand. Seeing which one works best for you. On an inhale, you open the left arm up towards the ceiling. Open the chest and gaze up here for half moon. A few more big breaths. You guys got this. Then on an exhale, bring the left hand down. Bring that left foot down. Bring the palms down. This is no pretty way. Step that right foot back. And then we'll go through a vinyasa. High to low. Inhale to a low cobra. Or an up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take some breaths. After this one, we'll do a child's pose. Inhale, left foot up in the air, left heel pressing back. Bend the knee, stack the hips, do those circles. Couple of the front, couple of the back. And then you're ready. Stretch that left foot back one more big time, and then exhale. Knee to nose, step that foot between the hands. Stay on those back right toes, toes gripping. Inhale the arms forward, biceps come to the ears. Lift yourself up, high lunge. Breathing. Bring the right hip forward to meet the left. Front thighs parallel. Take a nice big inhale. Press off those back toes. Warrior three. Reaching the arms forward. Right leg back. Maybe the palms from your chest or arms by your side. A few more breaths, working on this balance. Woo, isn't that breath, huh? Then nice and easy, just bring that block underneath our left hand. Finding which variation works for you best with the block. And inhale the right arm up towards the sky. Opening up. Beautiful. A few more big breaths. And exhale. Let's slowly bring our right foot down to meet the left in the front. Arms down. Sit the bums back. Inhale the arms up. Chair. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, arms down by the side. Maybe take a few breaths here. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders forward. Let's prepare for our second set. Feet together, slight gap. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, sit the bum back into the chair, arms up. Breathe. Engage the core. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back. Through vinyasa, high. Down the low. Low cobra. To an up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's go ahead and bring our knees down. You can bring them wide, or you can bring them together. Uncurl the toes, heels. Sit on the heels. Forehead to the mat, arms down by the side.
for traditional child's pose, or if you want to do extended, feel free.
Getting sweaty today. A few more big breaths.
You want to throw a little side-to-side sway in with the hips, keeping the body active. Okay. Nice and easy on an inhale.
Let's make our way back up into a tabletop. Palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Palms are flat, fingers are spread nice and wide.
Look back at your thighs. You shouldn't be able to see your feet or your calves. Curl the toes. Press the palms into the mat. Inhale, lift the knees. Chest towards the thighs. Hips up towards the sky. Exhale to release the heels towards the mat. Breathing here. On an inhale, lift the right foot up, right heel pressing back. Exhale, bring that right knee towards your nose. Gently step it in between the hands. We're going to come into that high lunge again. Bent knee over the ankle. Toes gripping the back mat. Inhale the arms forward, biceps to ear. Lift yourself up. Ooh. High lunge. Bring the left hip forward to meet the right. We're going to open up to a warrior two. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, plant the back foot. Open up into a warrior two. Trying to work on getting this front thigh parallel. Line the knee up with the second toe. Heel matches with the arch. Back foot, the knife edge, which is the pinky side, is pressing into the mat. Legs straight. Arms are both fired up, reaching in opposite directions. All 5 fingers together. And then we're going to make our way into a Bikram Triangle. So take a nice big inhale. And on the exhale, we'll rotate our arms inside of the right elbow. The right elbow's on the inside of the right knee. Left arm's reaching up. Take your gaze up towards your left thumb or the ceiling or the sidewall. Press that right elbow into the right knee. And you get a little spine twist here. Open the chest. A few more big breaths. Try not to rest that right hand on the floor. Keep that front knee bent. And using an inhale, let's press into the right foot. Lift yourself back up into a warrior two. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step the right foot back. And we'll go through a vinyasa. High, down the low. Inhale to a low cobra. Or an up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Taking some breaths. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left foot up, left heel pressing back. Exhale, bring the knee towards your nose. Gently step that foot between the hands. Right toes grip the mat. Knees bent over the ankle. Inhale the arms forward, biceps to ears. Lift yourself up. Bring the right hip forward to meet the left. Take a nice big inhale here. Exhale, open up into the warrior two. Planting the back foot, shoulders over the hips. Front thigh parallel, arms reaching. Take a nice big inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, rotate the arms. Left elbow on the inside of the left knee. Right arm up towards the sky. Press that left elbow into the knee, creating a twist. A few more big breaths. And pressing the left foot into the mat. Inhale your arms back up. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step that left foot back to meet the right. Go through your vinyasa. High, down to low. Inhale to low cobra
or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna make our way into pigeon. So if you want to make your way on the back and do thread the needle, you can do that. For pigeon, we'll inhale the right foot up. Exhale, bring the right knee behind the right wrist, right foot behind the left. If you have a block or a blanket, grab onto it. You can bring it underneath your right butt cheek, right hip. Pressing the palms into the mat. Straighten that left leg out with the left foot. And you want to stay right here. Or you can exhale down to your forearms. Or release completely. You see Lauren doing thread the needle. She has her right ankle crossed over her left knee, threading the right arm through her legs, interlacing her fingers behind her left thigh, squeezing the knee in towards the chest. Same hip stretch here. Being aware we carry a lot of emotions in our hips. So if something comes up afterwards, taking care of ourselves, drinking some water, getting some fresh air. You can always curl the back toes and lift the knee. That's a stretch alone right there. Or what I like to do is adjust my body until I find the stretch I like, and then I release the knee. A few more big breaths. And nice and easy, just press our palms in the mat, lifting ourselves up, and then stay here. But if you move a block or a blanket under your right thigh, release that. And then with the left leg, let's just swing it around, coming onto our bums, right knees in front of us, swing that left foot around. Trying to get the left foot towards your right hip. You can press the hands in the mat, adjusting the knees so they stack on top of each other. Nice and easy. And then once the knees are stacked, you can stay right here or you can slowly fold. You get a deep stretch in both sides of the hips. Focusing on the breath. And nice and easy, you can press yourself back up. Across the left leg, very easy. Just take your time. Maybe bring the legs out, you can shake them out a little bit. And then we'll make our way back into a downward dog if we're gonna do pigeon on the other side, or you can do thread the needle on the other side. So, coming back to downward dog, we'll inhale left foot up, left heel pressing back. Exhale, left knee behind the left wrist, left foot behind the right. Gently walk the right leg back with the right foot. Bringing that block underneath the hip, the left butt cheek. Staying right here. Or you're going to exhale down to your forearms. Or come all the way down to your chest, like my buddy Simon can do. A few more big breaths. Remember, you can curl the toes, lift the knee, do that stretch. That feels good. And then with this, you can also adjust the body. Once you find your stretch, release the knee to hold you there. A few more big breaths. If you're threading the needle, the left ankle is now crossed over the right knee. You thread the left arm through the legs, interlace behind the right thigh, squeezing the knee in. So far, I think we have California, Arizona, and Montana. If there's any other states on there, go ahead and throw them in the text and I'll give you a shout out the next one. Really appreciate you guys all tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. It really helps me out with all these YouTube rules. Okay, on inhale, you can press yourself back up onto your palms. And then nice and easy, I'll face towards the camera. Keep your left knee in front of you. Bring the right leg around. Stacking the knees as best as you can. Then you can press the palms into the mat. And kind of helps you adjust. And then once you have the legs stacked, stay in here, or take a nice big inhale, and then exhale, slowly fold. This yoga is going to prepare me for my professional skating days after this. More breaths. And nice and easy. Just stay where you're at. You can unwind the legs. Oof. You can make your way to the front of your mat. Legs open up at mat distance, toes curl back. Press the palms into the mat to straighten the spine. And let's do one big breath here. Inhale the arms forward, palms facing up. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down. Engage the core. Arms over the head. Reach for the wall behind you. Point your toes towards the wall in front of you. Full body stretch. On the exhale, release the spine towards the floor. On the inhale, you can bring the feet up towards to the floor. Knees up towards the sky. Arms down by your side. Brush the back of your heels with your fingertips to get the proper alignment. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. And once you have the proper alignment, you can release and press the forearms and palms into the mat. We'll make our way into a bridge. Using your next inhale, let's lift the hips up off the floor. Nice and easy. Palms press into the mat, chin tucked into the chest. Staying here, or you can see what Lauren did. You can tuck the shoulders underneath, interlace the fingers, but the hands still press down. A few more big breaths. Engage in the feet to press in, helping you lift. Take one more big inhale here. Clasp the hands if they are, and then exhale, slowly release. Breathing here, maybe walk the feet out. You can do side to side with the knees and some windshield wipers. Let's do one more bridge. You have the option of doing wheel. So same setup. Take the fingers, brush the back of the heels. Pressing the palms in the mat, forearms. You can go into bridge. Or if you want to try wheel, bring the hands next to your ears. Make sure they're nice and dry. So they're hands next to the ears, fingers facing towards the shoulders. Same setup as bridge. On an inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Now you're in bridge. Ready to go into wheel, press the palms into the mat, lifting yourself up. Ooh. Breathing. Nice and easy. Making your way back down. You tuck your head in, come down onto your shoulders, and then release. Let's do I forget what it's called. Let's inhale the feet up towards the sky, arms out to the side as a T. Then exhale, we'll lower the legs to the right, 2 inches above the floor. Then we'll inhale back up. Exhale to the left, 2 inches above the floor. Then we'll inhale back up. And then we'll exhale to the right and set them down to the right. Taking your gaze, supine twist. Take your gaze to the left. You can keep your legs straight, or maybe bend the right knees up towards the right bicep. Get a deeper twist. A few more breaths. If the knees are bent, you just straighten the legs back out. Using an inhale, let's lift the legs back up. Take a breath here in the middle, and then we'll do the same thing. Nice big inhale. Exhale, lower the legs to the left, 2 inches above the floor. Inhale back up. You're pressing the palms and forearms into the mat. Exhale, to the right, 2 inches above. Inhale back up. And then exhale to the left. Gently release. You can keep the legs straight. Take your gaze to the right. Or bend the knees up towards the bicep. A few more big breaths. Taking your gaze back towards the ceiling. Press the palms and forearms into the mat. Using an inhale, lift the legs back up. Bend the knees in towards the armpit. Grab the outsides of the feet or the inside. Squeeze the knees in towards the armpit. Tuck the chin in towards your chest. Throw in a light side-to-side sway for happy baby. Take one more breath here. So take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, release the hands. Slowly lower the legs all the way down. Once the heels touch the floor, let the feet fall open. Arms down by the sides, palms facing up for some receiving. Or if you like a little grounding, you can bring a hand to your heart and to your stomach. Setting ourselves up for Shavasana, maybe adding some more garments. Try not to turn off the video. Just remember, the last 55 minutes is to prepare you for this last 5 minutes. Let's use this last 5 minutes for our mind and for our body to have a little bit of quiet throughout the week. One last exhale, releasing the breath. Shavasana. Nice and easy. Let's make our way back to our breath. Before making any movements, this is bringing our attention to our fingers and to our toes. And then when you're ready, you can gently start wiggling them. Maybe brushing the thumb across the fingertips. And using an inhale, you can gently roll to your right side for relaxation or roll to your left side for energy. Taking a few breaths there. And using an inhale, gently press yourself up into a seated position. And we'll take one last restorative breath together. Sitting up nice and tall, making yourself comfortable. On an inhale, we'll take our arms up towards the sky, reaching for the ceiling, straighten that spine one last time. And then on an exhale, bring the palms together in front of your chest. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Remember to like, share, subscribe. If you subscribe, it really helps me out. And then it's donation based, so Venmo's down below, like I said. And then remember that intention. I'll have a fishing story for you Friday. Namaste. Love you all very much. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves.